alright? Yeah, have you got any sausage rolls? Please say yes.
Yes.
How many have you got? 2?
A lot.
I'll have 2 off you. Hey, by car, is that alright? How's business?
Getting there.
Good.
Keep me out of trouble. Around.
You're always getting in trouble, are you?
Try not to.
Alright, see you later. See ya. What's happened there? Okay, hang on a minute. I'll shove that back up there. Right, it's been a while since I've been out. I think the last time I put a video out on YouTube was in December. Obviously we've had a bit of a global situation going on, so that's the main reason. That and a little bit of work commitments. But anyhow, today I've got the day off and I thought I'd ease myself slowly back into all this by doing a quick jaunt up on top of Kinder. So we're currently sat in Edale church grounds here. I had a little look on the internet last night about a little bit about the history of Edale Church. I think it was built around 1885 to 1889 and it was built to replace an old chapel that was situated on the other side of the road in an old churchyard. The spire, I think, is about 88 feet high, or if you're one of these modern people, 27 metres. So that's pretty much all I know about this place. Okay, but the idea today, like I say, is just an easy walk up on top of Kinder. I'll show you the route on the map later on, but I want to have a little look at an old aircraft wreck that's up there. All around this area, around Bleaklow and on top of Kinder, there's loads of aircraft wrecks. Everybody knows the one on Bleaklow. It's an old B-29 bomber. Everybody tends to go to that one, but not many people go to this one. So we're going to have a little butchers of that. Okay, so we'll get going now, and hopefully it won't take us too long to get up there, probably around about 40 minutes to get top of Kinder from here. Okay, let's go. So we're about halfway up now, and I thought I'd just stop and have a drink of water and maybe take a little bit of time and show you the view, looking back the way we've come. So what we've got down here in the shadows is Edale, that's where we've parked the van, and up on the horizon is what they call the Great Ridge. Now this is the north side of it, which is the Edale side, On the far side of it, okay, you've got obviously the south side of it, and it's called the Hope Valley side. Right, in the centre of the shot we've got Lord's Seat, so this area here of the Great Ridge is called Lord's Seat, and then to the left of it, just there, move the camera a little bit, you've got Mam Tor. Okay, now Mam Tor's a pretty famous hill in the area, and I've done a video actually of Mam Tor and the Great Ridge last year between lockdowns, so if you want to actually have a look at what it's like up there, then go back in the archives and dig it out and have a bit of a watch. It's worth a watch. Moving along the left hand side anyhow, we've got in the centre of the shot there, we've got Hollings Cross, and then over here to the left, unfortunately you're not going to be able to see it too well because it's in the shadow. I'll point it out with my blurry finger, just there, you've got Back Tor, and to the left of it, the end of the Great Ridge, the most easterly side of it, you've got Loose Hill, all right, which is just there at the end of that blurry finger. All right, so it's a very, very popular walk, absolutely hammered on a weekend, so if you're ever thinking of doing the Great Ridge, then do it on a weekday if you can. All right, it's beautiful. Beautiful views this side down into the Edale side and all the way over to the Hope side as well. All right, so that's a little bit of a panoroo for you all to have a look at it. All right, and I'll leave you there back in the middle there on Mam Tor. Right, it's starting to level out now, which is good. It's a little bit breezy, but temperature's not too bad, not too bad. Might be a little bit chilly at the top, so I'll dig out the jacket when I get to the top, I think. Right, for those of you that know the area, we're actually heading up to a rock formation called Ringing Roger, and then from that we're going to make our way to the south rim of Kinder, and then we're going to walk in an easterly direction over to a stone called the Druid Stone, and then from there we'll get the compass out and the map, and we'll get a bearing over towards this wreck site, this plane that went down in the 40s, I think it was, and show you that. Like I say, it's not been visited that much. The one up on Bleaklow is visited far, far more than this one, but it's worth looking at anyhow. Right, come on, let's go. Let's get up there, eh? Yeah, it's getting well windy. Well windy. Fantastic view though, fantastic view. Well worth it. Blows the cobwebs out as well, which is good. Whoa, we've made it. Well, to the top of Ringing Roger anyhow. Still got a little bit of a way to go to the aircraft, but on top of Ringing Roger. God, it's always windy up here every time I come. I don't think I've ever had a still day when there's been no wind on here. Oh, beautiful view, absolutely gorgeous view. Down into Edale Valley. Look at that, stunning. Right, I think I'll get out of the wind somewhere and get the map out and show you how I've got to here, okay? Right, let's go and find a little place out of the wind. So we found a little spot here just behind a few rocks. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind to have a look at this map. Right, so we started the route off today from Edale Station. That's where we parked the van. From there, all we did was walked up into Edale Village initially. So we basically walked up this yellow road, past the church and past the Nag's Head pub. Now the Nag's Head pub is the actual official start of the Pennine Way. It's the most southerly point of the Pennine Way. From there we carried on up the road, and there's a little pathway on the right hand side signposted Grindsbrook. We took that. Now that pathway took us down across the stream over the bridge, and then it brings you into like a great big green meadow area. Okay, from there we flirted off to the right and we headed up towards a gate, which I think it's called Joy's Gate. Okay, through that we went, and then went right behind the herdsman's plantation, which is like a load of trees. From there we just zagged our way up what they call the nab, and from that followed the pathway all the way up to Ringing Roger. So there's Ringing Roger, that's where we're at the moment. Now from here all we're going to do is just walk along the south rim in an easterly direction over towards what they call the Druid Stone, which is there. And from there what I'll probably have to do is just get the compass out and get a little bearing over towards the crash site. Alright, so let's get going, eh? Okay, here we are, the Druid Stone. Okay, let's get on top of it here. Sun's going down, as you can probably tell. Getting long shadows. Right. Ah, that's better. Okay. Right. I've been to this crash site a few years back, and I marked on the map where it was. So I've got a little cross on my map. So from the Druid Stone, I'll plot a little course from here to the point on the map where the crash site is. It's not actually too far, it's probably about a couple of 100 yards, 300 yards across the moor, but it's quite easily missed if you're not careful. Pretty much behind you lot. So yeah, we'll do that now. Get the map and compass out, little bearing, and head over there. Like I say, as you can see, the sun's starting to go down, we're getting long shadows. So we've probably got about an hour's worth of light. Plenty of time to see the site and pretty much get back down to the van. Right, map and compass. Right, let's get this sorted. So there's the Druid Stone, there's my point. Rotate that. Okay. Right, sorted. Get away from this rock and then we'll follow this bearing across the moor. Let's go and have a look at this wreck. Okay. Okay, here it is. Here's what's left of it anyhow. It's been battered by the weather. Alright, sit down, take a bit of weight off. Yeah, I've got a book at home with a lot of the aircraft wrecks in this area. There's loads on top of Kinder, and even I think there's quite a few on Bleaklow as well. Like I say, there's a very popular one on Bleaklow, B29. But I believe this is a Halifax, and I believe it took off from RAF Snaith near Selby in 1943 for a raid against Hamburg, and during the raid he got hit by an enemy fighter, a night fighter or something, Luftwaffe night fighter if I remember reading correctly, and it took a direct hit to the inner port engine, and in doing so it lost a lot of its electrical power, and obviously I think it lost its radio communication as well. And on its way back to Snaith on the return journey, it got in low cloud and I think it overshot the base and it crashed here. I think it crashed here on the 5th of October 1943. I think there were 7 crew members on board and 5 of them unfortunately perished here in the crash, and they had 2 survivors. So yeah, there's not much left. Like I say, it's not really visited much, this one. not like some of the others. It's actually quite a bit of a trek from the Druid Stone. It's longer than I remember. But it's a nice little quiet place here. So all these wrecks, anyhow, I know I shouldn't really need to say this, but all these wrecks are basically memorials to the servicemen who were lost. So if you ever do visit these wrecks, just obviously leave everything in place. Don't take anything at home at all. You know, just in respect. I think a lot of people have taken a lot of stuff from the B29 up on Bleaklow, unfortunately. Like I say, it's a popular one, that one. There's not much to take here anyhow, but like I say, don't take anything. Yeah, so the book I've got, it's good. I'll put some B-roll in now as I'm talking about this book, but it basically covers the whole of the country, really, all the aircraft crashes up and down the left of the country. And like I say, all around the Peak District and Bleaklow and over the Pennines, there's been quite a bit. So it's a good book. So maybe you want to have a look on Amazon or something, whatever, and see if you can get hold of it if you're interested in that sort of thing. Right, as you can see, the sun's going down a bit now. I think I've only probably got about 45 minutes. So I'm going to start heading off down. Right, it was a short video, this one. Well, I think it was, anyhow, I don't know. I haven't looked at the timestamp on the old camera. But it was a short one. It just got me up on top of Kinder, a bit of exercise, and get back into it. I want to be trying to get up to the Lake District pretty soon now. Hopefully we won't go into another lockdown, and I can get a bit of time off work and get a few more videos out for you. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, take care everyone. Okay, let's stick some little forget-me-nots from my garden there on the wreckage.